Hey, yo, it's your boy Post. You now tuned in to Hood Action News Live. No King's Day is the topic. So no King's Day. Now this is actively happening. So I don't have a lot of strong opinions about No King's Day. Just trying to find out what the fuck is No King's Day. Now, for all y'all opinionated people out there that know everything, fuck you. Cause this is my channel is like Discovery. 'Cause I had somebody comment on something I put out yesterday saying I didn't know who Mark Lamont Hill is, but I went through the whole thing doing the research on finding out who the fuck the person is. Dickhead. Some people dumb as hell, man. When you doing this YouTube stuff, a lot of people are gonna say stuff just to say stuff. Cause I did the whole stream was about trying to find out who the hell this dude is. And they're like, "Oh, you didn't know who he was already." There is a point. So if we got a fucking time machine, there's gonna be a point where you discover what the fuck something is or who this person is. It's gonna be a discovery day, right? So people want to crucify you for having a discovery day, like the first day I ate pizza. You know what I mean? The first day I had sex. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a day where you discover something. And yo, before I go on with this topic or we check out what's going on with King's Day, let me find out what let's find out what is No King's Day. So No King's Day is a protest. What is No King's Day? Is this like a feminist protest against men? Like what is No King's Day? So no King's Day is just a protest. Is this a protest against the actions of Donald Trump? So this is my thing, right? So it's just purely a protest against Donald Trump. That's what it is, right? Why would you name it No King's Day if you're attacking his policies, right? So if you're attacking now, this is just my thoughts. These are live thoughts. This is Hood Action News Live. I'm live in Philadelphia, right? These are just my thoughts. If you're going to do if you're going to do No King's Day, right? That's a horrible name of a protest because right off the back, No King's Day, is it feminist? Is it like women against men? Is it like that type of protest? We know that it's all of the above. It's not just about Donald Trump because why would you name it No King's Day? So if we started a protest named No Queen's Day, how would that go over? So if we started a protest called No Queen's Day, how would that go over? My man only has what, three and a half, what, three years left? I mean, this year's almost over. We got the summer and go through the fall. He got like 3.5 years left to be president. Why do you consider him a king? Like, why are y'all coining him? Now you're saying No King's Day. Why are y'all coining Donald Trump king? That's what I want to know. So in the United States, why are Democrats? This is all Democrats. Why are Democrats and liberals? why are you coining Donald Trump king? I never heard a Republican in real life. Listen, I'm independent, right? But obviously I got friends, I know people, I got friends that are Democrats and Republicans. I never heard no Republican in real life, especially here in Philly. I never heard a Republican call Donald Trump a king. Let's just start with that. I never heard a Republican in real life, like, talking about this shit with real people, white or black, right? The super white old Republicans, shout out to the older dude I used to work with, right? Hardcore Republicans, right? I never heard them call Donald Trump king. So why Democrats calling Donald Trump king? Why is this called No King's Day? To me, this is like, it's not a one. Listen, No King's Day, naming that has nothing to do with what's going on. This is like an overall agenda. To me, it sounds like attack against men. No King's Day? Like, now I understand like the sentiment. All right, you don't like Donald Trump, right? Donald Trump is boastful. He just does shit. Right? We know that, right? Why are you coining him king? That's what y'all just did. You just nominated this dude to be a king by making a protest called No King's Day. Like, to me. So you just started a whole protest. No King's Day. So let's see what's going on with this.
And remember, these colors do not run.
Please give a warm Philadelphia welcome, co-chair of Public Citizen, Rob Weissman.
Yo.
Brothers and sisters and my friends, we congregate here today in the cradle of liberty to reaffirm 3 founding principles. First, we are all created equal. No matter where we were born, no matter who we love, no matter our religion or race, we are all created equal. Second, we are all endowed with the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And that means a right to health care, a right to clean air, a right to a decent job, a right to be treated respectfully. And third, our government and every government's legitimacy relies on only one thing: the consent of the governed. In America, there are no kings. Donald Trump, you may not snatch people off the streets because you don't like what they think, because say it with me, in America, there are no kings.
This is bullshit, yeah.
Donald Trump, you may not shut down agencies and protect us from financial fraudsters or deliver foreign aid for the hungry and those who need health care, because in America, there are no kings. Donald Trump, you may not take money away from people or threaten to put them in jail because you do not like what they think or say, because in America, there are no kings. Donald Trump, you may not treat the military as your personal security.
Yo, this is bullshit.
Pretext, because in America there are no kings. And Donald Trump, you may not accept tribute from foreign powers or bribes from corporate oligarchs, because in America there are no kings.
He just turned down Elon Musk, told Elon Musk to kick rocks. So what the fuck are y'all talking about?
Individual. He thinks he should be a king. He wants to be a monarch, maybe a czar. But let me tell you, my friends, this would-be emperor has no clothes. He has no clothes because in America the power only comes from all of us. It only comes from us. So when Donald Trump says he wants to take health care away from millions of Americans, we say no. When Donald Trump says he wants to slash taxes for the rich and corporations, we say no. When Donald Trump says he wants more money to separate families, build detention centers, and hire taxi thugs to rip people off the streets, we say no. When Donald Trump says more subsidies for big oil, let's race the climate catastrophe, we say no. And when Donald Trump says, I want to take food away from hungry people in America, we say no. But my friends,
I don't remember him saying
consent to the government is not just about a veto authority. It's about getting what it is we want. It's about getting what it is we want. When it comes to health care for all, health care is a right. We say yes, yes, yes. When it comes to our clean environment and investing in the clean energy revolution we need to avert climate catastrophe, we say yes, yes, yes. When it comes to a good job for everyone, a living wage, and a right to organize a union, we say yes, yes, yes. When it comes to guaranteeing a good education for every child in America with well-paid teachers who receive.
When it comes to letting people break the law, you say yes, yes, yes.
When it comes to decency and democracy and love and solidarity and justice for all, we say yes, yes, yes. We will together when we organize and mobilize.
See, yo, look on the stage, right? I see the American flag and I see the LGBTQ flag, right? And I see, let me see, mental health. Yo, you gotta pick an agenda. It's too many agendas, yo. Look at all the signs. You gotta pick a fucking agenda. So no King's Day. Now understand all these agendas, these are all the agendas against Donald Trump. Like I said, I'm an independent voter, right? I don't like everything that Donald Trump does, right? Now this is in Philly. I'm in Philly, right? To me, Philly is a place where they fucking absolutely hate men. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm gonna even zoom in when I say that shit. Philly, listen, Philly to me is absolutely a place where they like nothing is for men. They hate men. Man, nothing. man down, hand down. That's all they want, right? So Philly to me is definitely a place where they hate men. So now you notice I said men. Now, I'm a black dude. You know what I mean? So I could ride. I could go all woke, black dude. Like all that type stuff, right? But Philly is a place where they hate men. So when I see a protest called No Kings, do you think I'm going to participate? Hell no. No kings. So when I see a protest called No Kings and I'm in Philly, the place where they absolutely hate men in Philly, yo, on jobs, is no entertainment for men other outside like the sports teams. There's no entertainment for men. It's rarely no entertainment for families in Philly. Like, it's nowhere to take your kids to in Philly. So I'm gonna repeat that again. When you go downtown Philly, is the people from Philly don't want to go to the fucking art museum, yo. Like, that's for tourists. It's nowhere to take your kids to if you're from Philly, yo. Men, women and children, like families and men. I don't want to hear this bullshit. Let me see if I can go to another screen. So in Philly, when you running a protest called No Kings, I myself, I'm not going to participate in that because I know that in Philly, y'all motherfuckers hate men, right? Let's say they hate straight men. Y'all hate straight men in Philly, yo. I'm gonna keep it a band with you. They absolutely hate straight men in Philly. Now I know it's like that a lot of other places. So if you got a protest called No Kings, and I know and now this protest is nationwide, not just in Philly, but you got a protest called No Kings, and I see it happening in Philly, and I know this is one of the most feminist places on earth. This is probably the fucking capital. You know what I mean? This is the capital. Philly, probably Philly, but Philly is definitely the capital. I see a place called I see a protest called No Kings, and I know I'm from Philadelphia, and I know y'all hate men here. I'm not jacking that shit, yo. Because they're not even talking about like the topics. They're not even really talking about the topics, like No Kings protest. Now let's go to LA. I'm gonna go to No Kings LA. So if you join me, this is the No Kings protest, which is not basically, it's a protest just against policies of Donald Trump. Kings protest. See if they got some live shit going on. Let me see. So let's see what's going on in LA. So this is the No Kings protest in LA. The No Kings protest is just purely a protest against Donald Trump. They don't want so Donald Trump is the president of the United States, but they
Copy.
Donald
For their television stuff, right?
Here we go.
Let me put up. Are they on 9 or 2 right now? All right.
All right, there we go. So this is the No Kings. So this is the No Kings. Now, I just showed you the No Kings protest in Philadelphia. Now, I shot over to LA. This is the No Kings protest in LA. So in Los Angeles, California, right? Now, supposedly this No Kings protest is against Donald Trump and his reaction to the illegal immigrants protest, and it's his reaction. It's the reaction to the reaction, basically. You know what I mean? Donald Trump sent out ICE, right? Now, we also know Obama was the deporter in chief. He also utilized ICE, right? So you know whoever's president besides like Joe Biden. So you do know that presidents are going to use ICE. So we know that Democrats, so we know for a fact that Democrats and Republicans utilize ICE. Obama and Trump utilize ICE. They sent ICE agents out, right? So this is the No Kings protest. Leave a comment below. Why did they name this No Kings? Is it a multi-level meaning? Now, this is all discovery. I don't claim to know everything. This is live discovery. Hood Action News Live is live discovery of what's going on in the world. So the No Kings protest. I was going to say No Kings podcast. The No Kings protest, right, is what's going on today. It's Saturday. It's going on nationwide. This is supposed to be a protest against Donald Trump's policies. You know, recently, Donald Trump everywhere has been sending out ICE agents. In Philly, I just did a whole report a couple days ago on the H Mark in Philly being raided by ICE agents right here. And I had a family member shopping in there while they raided the place. So, you know, everybody's seeing this live. Like I said, in Philadelphia, now, really in Philadelphia, like literally in Philadelphia, that ICE raid, it didn't happen in the suburbs. It was in the middle of Olney, Philadelphia, right? So we see ICE, right? We see ICE happening. I'm trying to see. Yeah, we see ICE agents here in Philly. Now, it started out with car washes, supermarkets, you name it. We see ICE agents here in Philadelphia. Now, today is No Kings Day. This is the protest against Donald Trump. Now, why would they name it No Kings? So if I'm the president and I make bold decisions, why are you calling me a king? Because I make bold decisions. That part I don't understand. Now, if Donald Trump wasn't an asshole and made the same decisions, would you have a protest called No Kings? So if Donald Trump was sneaky, passive aggressive, right? Now this is where the bullshit comes in. If Donald Trump was like sneaky, passive aggressive, not really aggressive, real passive aggressive, didn't really tell you what he was thinking like that, shit just happens. You don't know who did it. Well, they have a protest called No Kings. This is a fucking protest against male masculinity. It is what it is. No Kings protest. Get the fuck out of here. Every president, all these presidents utilize ICE. So I don't understand, like, why for him utilizing ICE. Like I don't understand it. Now, let's go to California. Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass were in the wrong, and Donald Trump was in the wrong. Like I said, I'm an independent. You know what I mean? All of y'all motherfuckers were in the wrong. So Donald Trump didn't notify them, right? And they just didn't do shit. They were trying. So Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass. Gavin Newsom is the governor of California. Karen Bass is what, the mayor of LA. they just didn't want to do shit. You know what I mean? They just were letting the city get destroyed. So Donald Trump didn't give them like a 8-hour, 24-hour notice, like, yo, I'm gonna send in some troops because y'all getting fucked up down there. That didn't happen. So now you got the No Kings protest. Now the protest looks like it's peaceful for now. We'll see like at nighttime, but it looks peaceful. Now it looks peaceful right now. And now you have this going on, right? And then you also have what's going on between Israel and Iran. So we got a lot of stuff going on. So we got what's going on between Israel and Iran also. Now, when you log in the Hood Action News, this is like, I mean, this is me. This is totally, I'm trying to find out what's going on. This is a platform. This is not the know-it-all platform. This is we're trying to find out what's going on and how it affects people. What's going on, how it affects people. So let's find out what's going on.
Yes, it is. And it's kind of sobering, I guess, to just reflect that the first
attack, another.
So fourth wave of Iran missiles hit Tel Aviv. So they're fighting back and forth.
Launch on Tel Aviv, and we're seeing more projectiles now launching on Tel Aviv, which will likely be intercepted by this Iron Dome. But again, this is more intense. This is more frequent than what we have ever seen before between both Iran and Israel.
Now, I'm gonna say this. It don't matter what side you on, it's going down. Like, it don't matter. Your views on Israel, your views on Iran, it's going down. The missiles are flying. So let's start there.
Yes, it is. And it's kind of sobering, I guess, to just reflect that the first time we saw an exchange of fire, if you want to call it that, between Iran and Israel, that was unprecedented.
Yeah.
And now we're seeing it again in this environment after this attack by Israel on Iran.
Missiles flying.
It does take a long time. It depends on the kinds of munitions that are being fired by Iran. It can take time for some of it to reach Israel.
Yeah.
So is this a new wave? Is this the same wave? Is an important question. You're right. The Iron Dome is very, very effective. We are seeing video on social media and things from Tel Aviv that does suggest that there have been some of those Iranian munitions have caused some kind of damage. And so we'll wait to see. I mean, you can hear.
Well, and Keir, we just saw actually.
That sounds like it.
We just saw one missile actually break through, I believe, the Iron Dome, because we saw an explosion on the ground there in Tel Aviv. So, I mean, you have to understand
it's
when looking.
Hard to tell. It is hard to tell.
It is.
It's hard to tell from a distance what you're seeing.
Hey, yo, this ain't Nas' album. It wasn't hard to tell. That fucking missile hit. listen, I'm gonna go back. My man is talking about it's hard to tell. They want to see. They want to cover up. Now, yo, the thing about this whole topic and what's happening, people are so like, if you're for Israel or for Muslims, people are like locked in on their view on this, right? So when these people are reporting this, I don't trust the fact that, yo, you might be on the other side reporting this. You might be on one side or the other side reporting this. So I'm going to do the eye test. So hoodactionnews.com, we do the eye test. So I'm going to do the eye test on what the fuck I think is going on. You know what I mean? We're going to do the eye test on what we think is going on. Right now, all I see is motherfucking missiles flying. That's all I see.
I mean, you have to understand
it's
when looking.
hard to tell. It is hard to tell.
It is. I
Another
believe.
explosion.
It's almost hard to tell.
Well, and Keir, we just saw actually.
That sounds like it.
We just saw
Have caused some kind of damage, and
this is the Iron Dome, nigga. This looked like the styrofoam dome right now. That shit got right through.
So we'll wait to see. I mean, you can hear.
Well, and Keir, we just saw actually.
That sounds like it.
We just saw
on social media and things from Tel Aviv that does suggest that there have been some of those Iranian.
Now, if that was a nuke, if that was one nuke getting through like that, they fucked up. So I'm gonna repeat that. If that was one nuke getting through, that city would have been fucked up. So, yo, leave a comment below. Hold on, I'm gonna go back to this video. This is a very interesting video. Now, they're calling this the Iron Dome. Obviously, you know, when you make something like this, obviously you want an invincible name for it. But let me ask you a question. Is it the Iron Dome or is it the Styrofoam Dome? Pause. You know what I mean? Because we just watched a missile get through that bitch. Now, I don't know that obviously that missile didn't blow up the whole city, but nothing is 100%. You know, it's like bullets don't have no names on it. So missiles ain't got no listen. Listen, if bullets don't have no name on it, missiles ain't got no social security number on it, no name, no passport, nothing. Your ass is gone. Now, is it the Iron Dome or the Styrofoam Dome? Because that shit just went straight through, my man. And we know, you know, just being ejected, we know nothing's 100% from the gate. But that bitch went straight through there. Like, look at this shit.
And munitions have caused some kind of damage, and so we'll wait to see. I mean, you can hear.
Well, and Keir, we just saw actually.
That sounds like it.
We just saw one missile actually break through, I believe,
explosion.
The Iron Dome, because we saw an explosion on the ground there.
Wave, is this the same wave? Is an important question. You're right. The Iron Dome is very, very effective. We are seeing video on social media and things from Tel Aviv that does suggest that there have been some of those Iranian munitions have caused some kind of damage, and so we'll wait to see. I mean, you can hear.
Well, and Keir, we just saw actually. We just saw one missile actually break through, I believe, the Iron Dome, because we saw an explosion on the ground there in Tel Aviv. So, I mean, you have to understand
it's hard to tell. It is hard to tell.
It is. Yeah.
It's hard to tell from a distance what you're seeing. You know, it can be shrapnel. It can be part of the defensive system. But clearly, the Iron Dome, good as it is not going to be 100%. That would be frankly impossible. So the Iranians are achieving some limited success. I mean, the question is
Bro, I would
whether
not.
they. One of the questions is whether they
Yo, I would not be in them skyscrapers, yo.
are firing all of their capability, or whether the Iranians are holding back in some way, trying to not escalate to too much, while at the same time responding in the way that the Iranian leadership has said that it would.
You know, here in the last, I believe, attack fight between Israel and Iran, Jordan was helping shoot down some of the missiles that were headed towards Israel.
Yo, let me ask you a question. Who wins? There's no winners. Yo, it's absolutely, listen. It's absolutely no winners to this. I don't see how you could win. All these people are so close to each other. You'll be fighting the eternal war. So I don't know who wins. Who wins this? I mean, this is like it's like an eternal holy war. It's a holy war, yo. It's a religious war. Who wins this? You're gonna be fighting forever. Bodies blowing up forever, people getting killed forever. Who wins this? Two rights don't make a wrong. They came up with that for a reason, right? Two rights don't make a wrong, especially when you got missiles. Like literally missiles. Yeah, two rights don't make a wrong, especially when you got missiles.
In addition to United States defense systems, do we have any indication that Jordan is doing the same time this round?
There are reports of that, and it is a very anxious thing because the Jordanians obviously are very close to the US. They depend on the US, frankly. And yet at the same time, they are also physically very close to Iran. Mm-hmm. And so helping to defend Israel risks for Jordan that they then become a target. And there are all kinds of other challenges, as you know very well, in Jordan around these kinds of tense moments. So it is very likely. I mean, just remember where I am in the Gulf. I mean, there are US bases in almost every country here. So, it is very likely that those bases are being used to help defend Israel, but those countries are not going to be wanting to advertise that too openly. I will say this, though. One of the risks, if Iran carried out a very impactful attack on Israel, is that it would actually pull America into all of this, because the Trump administration, any American administration, would feel compelled to act if Iran managed to land some substantial deadly punches on Israel. So in a certain sense, defending Israel from these missiles is de-escalatory.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app, or watch live on our YouTube channel.
Shit is going down.
I imagine what we are seeing right now is yet another attack.
So missiles are flying right now. Missiles are flying. Now, this is the two rights don't make a wrong war. But the one thing I can say is Donald Trump he's in a fucked up position right now. Because Israel, the kids are getting killed. They said Israel's killing kids right now. Now that's true also, but on the other side, everybody is shooting everybody. You know what I mean? Now, everybody is killing everybody. So we can't just say Israel's killing kids, Iran is just killing kids and stuff like that. All of y'all are killing kids. Two rights don't make a wrong. I'm just keeping it a buck. Now, they just took out some generals from Iran. let's find out. Let's find out the generals that they took out. Now, Israel just took out some heavy dudes from Iran. Now, I'm not the expert on this. I'm trying to find out what's going on like y'all. Let me see. So let's find out. Let's find out the military. So, yeah. So Israel just took out some military leaders from Iran. So let's see who they took out.
As well, there you can really see it here in plain sight as the flashes are going across the skyline. So again, what we now know at this point is that Israel attacked Iran's capital early Friday morning with those explosions booming across Tehran, as Israel says that it has targeted nuclear and military sites. This attack, though, of course, comes as tensions have now reached new heights over Tehran's rapidly advancing nuclear program. We've been on top of this story, covering it for the last hour and a half now, and we're continuing to get in new breaking news as well. So I do want to read this out, as we just got this update in about a minute or so ago. We now know that Israel's attack there on Iran has now, according to the locals there, they say the Israel's attack on Iran has set the headquarters of Iran's paramilitary Revolutionary Guard in Tehran ablaze. This is according to state television. A reporter on air says that she was unable to get close due to the intensity of the fire, but multiple sites in the capital have been hit in this attack, although the extent of the strike still remains unclear. So we're getting in these updates. Also want to show for you some video footage of the aftermath there in Tehran as the sun is beginning to rise. You can see the damage that has been done there in this city. So to talk a lot more about this, I want to bring back into the conversation now my colleague Austin Westfall, as well as with the FDD, Joe Truzman. Joe, thanks so much for being with us here on Live.
Over the next few days.
I want to see let me see. Trying to find out who they killed.
I think Iran right now more than anything.
Feared dead. So again, just some background information. Iran's Revolutionary Guard was created in 1979 after the Islamic Revolution and is one of the main power centers within the country's theocracy. Joe, this is the breaking news that we've been talking about. You're there with the Foundation of Defensive Democracies. What's your response to this now being confirmed officially?
Right.
Let me go back a little bit.
General Hossein Salami has Revolutionary Guard Chief. Revolutionary Guard Chief.
Not in the region to respond against Israel.
And so we do just have some breaking news updates as well, Joe. I want to put this up on folks' screen. This has been the news that we've been waiting on. This is now confirmed by our partners there at Reuters that the Iranian state media has confirmed the killing of the Revolutionary Guard Chief Salami there in this Israeli strike as well. So if you are not aware of what we're talking about here, Iranian state television says that the head of Iran's paramilitary Revolutionary Guard, General Hossein Salami,
she fucking up.
Has been now.
She thinking about the salami. Why she crispy clear on every word. When it get this salami, why is she stuttering on salami? Yo, the chick, yo, am I off? Yo, the chick is clear on every word. When it get to the word that look like salami, she's stuttering. Am I off? Yo, I'm gonna rewind it. Yo, why does she stutter on salami? Yo, why is this news reporter? Why is she stuttering on salami?
State media has confirmed the killing of the Revolutionary Guard chief Salami there in this Israeli strike as well. So if you are not aware of what we're talking about here, Iranian state television says that the head of Iran's paramilitary Revolutionary Guard, General Hossein Salami, has been now feared dead in that attack. This is on top of one other Guard official, as well as 2 nuclear scientists who have also been feared dead. So again, just some background information. Iran's Revolutionary Guard was created in 1979 after the Islamic Revolution and is one of the main power centers.
Hey, yo, that's definitely a pause moment, right? But this lady right here, she keeps stuttering on the word salami. So that's definitely play for her. That's pause for us, fellas. Well, most of us, but that's play for her. She cannot get the word salami out. Pause again.
Within the country's theocracy. Joe, this is the breaking news that we've been talking about. You're there with the Foundation of Defensive Democracies. What's your response to this now being confirmed officially?
Right. This is a significant elimination by the Israelis. Hossein Salami is he's the commander of the Revolutionary Guard. So this isn't some foot soldier, right? Salami has been at the center of many threats and many actions against Israel over the last few years. For example, Salami hinted about 2 or 3 years ago that Iran was supporting Palestinian terrorist groups in the West Bank, not only supporting them, but arming them as well to carry out attacks against Israeli targets, against Israeli civilians, against IDF troops. So the elimination of Salami it's a big deal, and I'm not surprised that the Israelis went after the upper echelons, right? The top tier members of the IRGC, for example.
Yo, their intelligence is got to be crazy. How do you just go in a country? You just go into a country and take out one person. That's phenomenal. That's crazy.
I suspect we will hear more.
Now, not saying that they actually took him out is phenomenal, because I'm not taking sides on it. But that's phenomenal intelligence. If you could just go into a country and just take out one person.
More eliminations throughout the night. That's definitely possible. Again, the Israelis, I think their calculus here, their strategy, at least in the opening blow of this attack, was to catch the Iranians off guard. Not only catch them off guard, but eliminate a significant percentage or a significant portion of their leadership. And I think they may have done that tonight. At least seemingly, it appears they did. Of course, there's still many more commanders and top members of the IRGC that can be that are around. So, still, very interesting news. I think there will be more.
Now, I'm gonna say this while I'm thinking about it. Right. All of y'all, like this war is going on. Obviously, this war is Islam versus I want to say let's just say Jewish versus Islam. I don't want to say Judaism. I want to say the wrong thing. But this is Jewish versus Islam. It is what it is, right? I don't even think at this point that this is just country, that this is country versus country. This is like religion versus religion. It's just obvious what it is, what it is. Now, it don't matter what side you're on. this war is not happening in the United States. Now, do we have some involvement in it? Probably so. Probably so. Weapons and all that type of stuff alleged that we're involved in it. We probably do got some type of involvement in it. But I'm gonna say this war is not in the United States. If you're on either side right here, you can't carry this shit over to the United States. That's what I really want to say. Really, to be honest with you, we should leave whatever is going on outside of the United States. We should let them, other people in their countries, handle what's going on outside the United States. Don't bring this shit to the United States. If you're in the United States, don't convert this war to the United States, because it's a lot of shit that we could be fighting over here. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna say this also too. Black people, stay out of this shit. I'm gonna give you a list of if you black and you watching this, right? You African American, or you Black American, Afro American, whatever you want to call us, right? Stay out of this shit, right? The only reason I'm really reporting on this is fucking missiles flying. You know what I mean? Nuclear fallout is gonna hit everybody. Nuclear fallout. You ever seen snow for a year straight or something like that? So nuclear fallout is wild. So that'll affect everybody. So this topic, both of these topics, really black people should stay out of. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like that immigration topic, now unless you Haitian or something like that, right? Now, now that you like Haitian, because when they first started the immigration shit, the first person they showed was a Haitian dude. And that, to me, that was kind of weird to me. They try to make this Haitian black dude the face of that shit when it first started. I wasn't really feeling that. That's the dude that was like, "Thank you, Obama," and all this and that, right? But now it's panning out like, ironically, it's panning out like the Haitian dudes ain't the face of this shit. You know what I mean? But they tried to make the Haitians the face of this shit, of this immigration shit. When this shit first started, the first week it started, they showed that Haitian dude getting locked up. I believe it's in Ohio. Now it's like they went to the border. Is Mexicans are the face of the immigration thing, right? Because we border them, right? But I want to say though, to black people, stay the fuck out of it, because nobody, when shit is happening to us, ain't nobody coming to save us. So I'm not really interested in saving nobody right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not. I don't want to go to another country to save nobody. I don't want to save nobody here. You know what I mean? We gotta pay all these fucking taxes. If you W-2 or 1099, we gotta pay all these taxes on shit, all that, all this type stuff. Wow, fucking getting robbed in your own, people riding around trying to rob you in your own city. Like, I don't like none of you motherfuckers, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. All these different agendas, save it. All these different agendas and wars, I don't want to be involved in none of this shit. You know what I mean? I don't want to support nobody. It's all two rights don't make a wrong. Israel, Iran, Russia, Ukraine, two rights don't make it wrong. People want to is in man's nature to dominate, right? So knowing that it's in man's nature to dominate, how could you really pick a side? It's two motherfuckers trying to rule the world, or it's a bunch of motherfuckers trying to rule the world, right? So how you really gonna take a side? Like it ain't. All these motherfuckers are wrong, bro. Nobody wants peace. They want to dominate for resources. The domination for scarce resources. Nobody really wants peace. is no angel person over here, and there's no angel person over here. They want what's best for their people. The motherfuckers over there want what's best for their people. A bunch of wrongs don't make a right. That's what I should have said. Because it's not just two people. It's different countries involved. You're not gonna tell me that. You're not gonna tell me that Russia isn't evil. You're not gonna tell me that Ukraine isn't evil, and you damn sure not gonna tell me that the United States isn't evil. You're not gonna tell me that Iran isn't evil, and you're not gonna tell me that Israel isn't some evil motherfuckers. You're not gonna tell me that everybody in power is evil as shit. You know what I mean? Even to get the positions that they have, the people they gotta, in every country, I'm gonna school you on something, right? In every country, listen, let's just, I'm gonna use some critical thinking right now. In every country, right, no matter what name your country has, the top lead, how do you become a leader? For one, right? Do you think that you become a leader by being Mr. Rogers? Some of y'all don't know who Mr. Rogers is, but do you think to become a leader for any country, you got to be Mr. Nice Guy to do that? Leave a comment below. To become a leader in any country in the world, do you think that any of these guys are nice guys, or do you think they had to step on people to get in the position that they're in? So that's the question. To be a leader in any country, do you think you had to do dirt, blood on your hands, step on people, make messed up policies to get in the position that they're in? A bunch of rights don't make a wrong. All of these leaders are evil. I'm gonna tell you that. The higher you go up, that's just like a company. The higher you go up, the more evil and cutthroat it gets, right? So you're not gonna tell me that this person in this country is an angel and this person in this country is an angel. You're not gonna tell me that. You know what I mean? You're not gonna sell me that one.
More of this type of news in the coming hours. We'll just have to see.
So, Joe, we've been reporting on for months now the idea that the U.S. and Iran, they've been holding discussions about ramping down Iran's nuclear program. It's something that we've been following for a while because there's been 5 meetings that have taken place. A 6th meeting was expected to happen this weekend. By the way, to catch everybody up, the point of these meetings is basically the U.S. is trying to negotiate a path toward Iran getting rid of their nuclear program. That way they don't make any progress toward actually making...
See, it's common sense. Israel is surrounded by Muslims, right? All of those countries are Muslims, right? To the left, to the right, whatever, right? So they don't want to be wiped off the map by the majority of these Muslim countries. So that's why Israel is reacting. But this is the question: are they overreacting, or pre overreacting? That's gonna be my word. Is Israel like overreacting, or are they just shooting a gun? They just took out some leaders. So what's next after that? You cut the head off of one snake, but another, the tail is gonna grow another head. So, Iran might be Medusa. It might be more leaders that you know of. Now, they also took out nuclear scientists too. So Israel took out top leaders of Iran, and they took up, like, I don't want to say nuclear scientists, but they took out the scientists. No, the nuclear scientists, the ones that were working on the nuclear bombs. They took them out, got them up out of there. You know what I mean? Now, yo, this is your boy Post. It's a lot of topics. I just wanted to take a look at what was going on around the world. If you got any questions and you want to discuss this, the link is in the chat. Matter of fact, hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. Yo, I'm back. So I'm just waiting for somebody to join the call, and we're going to talk about a couple of these topics. We do a mic check. Yep. I'm in there. You gotta turn on your audio, Steve. This motherfucker don't know how to do it. Hold on. Yo, you gotta turn the mic on.
I tried to. It's saying like I need to do something with my settings or something. I tried to turn the mic on.
You gotta enable your settings to let the mic to your phone.
How do I do that?
You when it say enable your settings, you gotta let the mic go through to your phone.
All right, I'm gonna try it again.
Old dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I ain't never did that before, so let me try it again, yo.
All right, good. Just waiting for my caller to get on. Then we about to get it popping. A couple topics.